battle starts.
What's up, folks? This is Steel. Welcome to Steelcast 27 once again. Today I'm bringing you a subscriber series video of a Kamikaze R driven by Sinboto. The Kamikaze R was a reward ship for a month-long event, an awesome event that Wargaming sponsored called Project R, and it was supposed to be a search for sunken blueprints for a long-lost ship. And what you had to do was complete missions, earn currency called pearls, and if you got enough pearls by a certain time frame, boom, Kamikaze R. Now, if you didn't get the Kamikaze R or you didn't join the game until after this event, don't fret. I think it's on sale sometimes, so you keep an eye out for it. But basically, don't worry. It's just a Kamikaze with a special paint job. And that means it's one of the best pound for pound ships at its tier in this game. Sinboto sent this video clip in because it's simply amazing. Now, a lot of people play the Kamikaze and the Kamikaze R, but not a lot of people can get a Kraken +1 in it. That's for doggone sure. And he doesn't do it just sitting back on his heels either. He goes right at them. So here we are on Ocean. Sinboto's heading to Cap Point C. Ocean is a fabulous map for Japanese stealth torpors in general. And that's because Japanese destroyers can see the enemies before the enemies can see them. And there's no islands obstructing any lines of sight. So you can keep everybody exactly where you want them to be. The only thing you have to worry about is charging destroyers. But look at Sinboto. He doesn't care. He's heading straight for this Nicholas. Guns hot. There he goes. He flips a couple more biscuits at the Nicholas. He's looking for a torp shot. That's a pretty good torp shot if that Nicholas keeps driving straight. Now, there's some buggy replay action going on here, but trust me, Sinboto is landing every shot he takes. And then look at this. Whoops. Wow. I think that Nicholas confused himself with his own smoke, to be honest. But he doesn't have any cruisers in support because he charged too far ahead. He just didn't realize he'd be going face to face with a killer. So there's some speculative torps. I say speculative because it's hard to hit Phoenix. And all he has to do is like tap A with his elbow and you'll miss your torp run. Now I think that I'm pretty good at the Kamikaze R and the Kamikaze. But I'm not that good. The problem is everybody thinks they're good at this ship. But it's really kind of a difficult one. That guy drew right into those torps. You know, I think the smoke obscured the torps. He just didn't see them. Why didn't he expect torps to be on the way? That's bizarre. But anyway, it's a really difficult ship. Some matches you just get fed nonstop and people drive into your torpedoes like that guy just did. But in other matches where nothing goes your way, those hurt the most. So you say to yourself, I couldn't have done anything because my team, but you know, it's not your fault really. There's nothing you can do a lot of the times in this ship. And that happens when there's screener ships like cruisers and destroyers and you have to turn away and your torp shots miss and you never seem to be able to feed on any of those juicy battleships. But look at Sinboto. He's sinking all of the screener ships. He's actually got a clean run at 2 Wyomings and a carrier you can see in the back there. This is unreal. And Sinboto's going to go after these Wyomings like Jack Nicholson in The Shining. The Kamikaze R is deadliest against American battleships, really. It's because they're so slow and lumbering. If they know you're coming, though, they got a pretty good turn radius, so they can turn out of your torps, but the Kamikaze and the Kamikaze R's torps are so good that even if they know you're coming,
here's Johnny.
They get caught anyway. And that was a special situation awareness alert for you, Sinboto. Now that guy has to know torps are on the way. Sinboto just dropped spots. They're trying to hit him. There's no way. Good luck. Wait. That was on the Karlsruhe. He's hitting 2 ships at the same time. Oh my god. I've seen a lot of Kamikaze R and Minikaze videos where they take out battleships, but not cruisers, not like this. And he's still driving straight. Now this is what I'm talking about when you're saying getting fed. Some guys feed you, man. This isn't all you can eat Wyoming buffet at Golden Corral. Now, this side of the map is just battleships and carriers, and that's it. That's a Kamikaze R player's dream. That's what they dream about. This is the dream situation. But Sinboto earned it. And notice, every single time his torps come online, he's launching them. And that's the beauty of the Kamikaze R and the Minikaze. Their quick torpedo reload. Not to mention how hard they hit, too. I mean, I think it's like 14,400 damage per torp potential. Wow, that's amazing. Now, that's not necessarily historically accurate, but for 21-inch torps, it's only got a 600-pound warhead on it. Oh, nice kill. That Wyoming man, he deserved it, though. Put him out of his misery. Get him in another ship. Well, imagine if 600-pound warhead doing 14,000 damage. Now, imagine if that was like on an airplane, a bomber. Imagine if bombers did 14,000 damage. I think people would rage quit the game. There would just be carriers in the game. That's it. 12 versus 12. So Sinboto is lining up for seconds at the buffet table right now, and he sees a big plate of Wyoming. But this Wyoming is going to play little games on him. He's going to turn out. Actually, that's a smart play. I would have turned out probably like 5 minutes ago when I saw Minikaze spotted and him sinking all my screener ships. I'd be like, where's my cruisers? Oh no, they're dead. Retreat. But that is a smart move, though. It's really hard for ships like the Kamikaze R to remain stealth and have the torp distance to hit you when you're heading away from them. It's really a hard play. So Sinboto's got to be thinking about getting in a better position to get in front of this Wyoming so that the Wyoming's heading towards his torpedoes as opposed to away from them. And that's easier said than done a lot of the times. It looks like Sinboto's got open ocean in front of him, but look at those planes. I mean, that carrier's been launching planes up and down the 2 line, the 2, 3, 4 line all match long, and pretty soon he's going to be spotted by airplanes, so he's got that to think about as well. Even though Sinboto owned this entire north side of the map, basically, this is still a contested match. I think most of the enemy ships went down south, but it doesn't look like they're pressing very many caps, but that's not going to last very long, because if you look at the deployment of Sinboto's team, they've only got 2 against 4 ships with carrier support. All right, let's drop some more torps on a Wyoming. Hopefully he turns into them this time. I don't think those are going to have the range, the juice, but maybe if you get lucky, he'll turn into them. And I'm starting to hear airplanes, and that's not good news, but I think Sinboto has that carrier in mind. Carriers are worth a lot of points, so if those things get sunk, that's a big shift in points. Yeah, he's spotted by air. But it's good. The good news is he's way out of range of that Wyoming. Oh man, those torps came so close. He did turn in. You know, that reminds me, that's a good little trick. If you can get spotted by a battleships when your torps are already on their way, a lot of the times they turn out to get their turrets in position to fire at you, but little do they know, torps on the way, buddy. But look at that paint job, though. I like it, actually. I didn't think I would at first, like these unique paint jobs, and a lot of them during the Halloween ones and the Christmas ones. Oh my god, don't even get me started. I didn't like those that much, but this one, it actually looks pretty classy. Of course, it's not historical whatsoever. Kind of looks like you're on a boat to Fantasyland or something. or or maybe it should be pulling an inner tube full of people at some resort or something. But yeah, I like it though. But, oh man, there's that carrier inbound. But this is an interesting little play here. Now Sinboto knows that the Wyoming knows that Sinboto is dropping torps. So he might be doing it as like a deterrence so that he can get at this carrier and at the same time maybe get lucky and hit that Wyoming. But at some point he's going to be getting into guns range of that Wyoming, but he doesn't have that much to worry about. Those Wyoming guns aren't noted for their dispersion. It's not the worst dispersion in the game by far. But oh, is that 2 carriers? Holy smokes. This is glorious. You see, this isn't fair now. Every time I play in my Kamikaze R, the carriers are moving with the fleet like they should. These 2 just sit back in the corner. It's not like Sinboto wasn't being spotted. Why didn't they move? But he's launching torps at that first carrier. I can't even tell what it is from here. Is he going to hit him? Yes, he is. That is so funny, dude. Well, let's see if Sinboto can finish this match. He's got the end in sight. Now he dropped his smoke. That's a smart play because otherwise he was going to get targeted by those carriers. But there's that quirky mechanic where those twirly birds stay aloft even though their carrier's been sunk, and they just keep relaying your position. I think the rest of the match he's going to be spotted by that circling torp bomber. Well, that one looks like it's headed back to the other Langley. And there. That bomber might have come from the sunken Langley. It really could have, because if you do a manual drop, they just circle until they can complete their drop. And that's just a weird mechanic. I think if the ship gets sunk, their plane shouldn't be able to manual drop. Well, here comes another sneeze from the Wyoming. God bless you, sir. Sinboto doesn't have that much to worry about with this Wyoming, but that Wyoming is definitely in torp range, so he has to worry. But the range is closing, and the more the range closes, the better shots that Wyoming can put on Sinboto. Look at that Langley. He's like put himself in the corner. He's punishing himself. He's got a dunce's hat on, maybe. He's been a naughty boy. Actually, that isn't such a bad move if you think about it. If you know you're caught and you know you're dead, just move into the corner or against the side of the map. It's really hard for Sinboto to get a decent torp spread on him because of the torp spread itself. Like, one of them is going to miss. But look at the map. This is actually a game. Sinboto's got to finish this thing. Well, he still has 900 points, but if they cap C and Sinboto goes down, this could be a loss. But Sinboto's committed now. He's again dropping torps at 2 targets, which is amazing, and he's scoring hits. I can barely hit one ship. Sinboto's working on 2 at the same time. Oh, and there's another sneeze. That one hit. Got the Wyoming with torps. And he's going to gun down this Langley for the win. There's nothing the enemy team can do. Kaboom. Unfortunately, I don't have any player cards to show you, but I guarantee you Sinboto got over 140,000 damage, 6 kills. What a great match. Thanks for the submission, and I'll catch you next time.